Alright, this is the first day of the CyclingTom development team camp. So I've got the boys, we flew Robin in from Hamilton, we got Ollie in from Auckland, obviously Caleb is already from the Wairarapa, and then we got George in from Christchurch, so I picked them all up yesterday. So I guess that you could call me the director of the team. So obviously I'm riding for Couplands. This is a gateway into Team Couplands, but I'm going to be looking after pretty much all the fundamental parts of this development squad. We're probably the first races in 2 weeks, the Te Awamutu tour, we're going to do that. It used to be a junior tour, but apparently it's not anymore, but we're still going to do that, so hopefully a few of the boys will join me for that. And then obviously I'm away for 3 months, but then when I get back, we're going to definitely target like the Manawatu junior tour and the Yunka tour before we head to Southland for Coupland. So that's kind of the goal. Today we've got a 104k little bit of a training ride. All the boys' bikes are ready and stuff, which is cool, so they're all on that. They've all got team kit, the laser helmets have shown up, so they're all going to look pretty professional. So yeah, 104k, and I think it's about 1500 metres of climbing, so we'll see what the boys think of that.
Hey, my name is Robin Koss. I'm 18 years old. I live in Cambridge, but I was living in France 3 years ago. Yeah, I ride under 19. I like hilly courses, but not too hilly. Short, steep climbs, not too much flat, always kind of rolling up and down, and if it's a little reduced bunch sprint, that suits me quite well. The reason I joined the Devo squad is because I really had nothing to lose. I mean, I didn't have a team before, so it was just a good opportunity to get some more racing, and yeah, it's just cool to race as a team rather than an individual every time, so that's kind of why. So my ambitions this year are to get as many results as possible and confirm the good form that I've had lately, and then I want to make it to Cycle Classic at the start of 2022, to then jump on a continental team and eventually make it to the World Tour.
G'day, I'm George Laurie. I'm from Christchurch and 16. And I've been riding my bike for about 8 months now, so just starting to get in the real swing of things. I started cycling when I was during the first lockdown, and I just kind of did it to keep up my fitness, and just kind of build it on from there and just keep progressing really. So I joined the squad to just keep building up my opportunities and really just progressing in my cycling really. I guess my future goals are to eventually one day go pro, but otherwise for short term now just keep on building and getting some results in New Zealand. My ideal kind of race would be more of a flat one with not too many big hills, maybe a couple of rollers in it, but that's about it.
I'm Caleb Roberts, I'm 15 years old, my hometown is Masterton. I've been riding for about 5 years. I joined the CyclingTom development squad to lead into what I want to do in the future. So it's looking at going overseas and racing competitively, and looking at the cyclocross is what I'm really keen for.
What do you want to get out of cycling in the future?
To look at going overseas and to improve myself to the bigger goals that I have. Or my ideal kind of race is more the rollers, because I'm really lightweight, pretty small as well, so the power to weight ratios going up hills is more my style.
Hi, I'm Oliver Scott. I've been riding for a few years now, 3-4 years now. I'm 15, I'm under 17, I'm from Auckland, and I go to King's College. I joined the development squad because it's a really good opportunity for me to get like all the best out of my schoolboy years, and like it's an awesome opportunity, of course, because you can't like do all these races, and like it's better to do it as a team, of course, and like doing it solo and stuff like that. It's just a real good opportunity for me to progress my cycling.
In the future, what do you want to get out of cycling?
Oh, as much as I can, really. Like, I just want to keep riding till I'm an old man, like really. It's like such a great sport, and I just want to get as much racing as I can out of it, because the experience and stuff is so good, and yeah, it's a real great sport, and I love racing, and yeah, just want to keep going forever, really. My ideal kind of race, like, I really like a nice bunch sprint at the end, like some absolute bunch kick right at the end. You just come up the inside and take the win on the final few centimetres of the race, eh?
This climb was quite a long one. It's quite good. I dropped the chain about halfway up, had to stop and get off, but other than that, it was quite good. Nice and gradual, but Robin here was just smoked Devo run really. So yeah, tomorrow should be a good one on the time trial bike. So haven't really been on the time trial bike too much, so should be interesting how I go, but we'll see.
Well, I just tried to stay under 300 watts the whole time, which is pretty much impossible for me going up a climb. But we're 80k in, pretty much 3 hours, so we'll roll back down, head to Subway, get some lunch, and then start recovering for tomorrow. No, I'm racing with the ACMAs tomorrow, so we're pretty much, I think we're 4 minutes behind these boys, so we'll probably catch them after like the first lap.
Hell no, fuck that. What a climb on you.
Caleb, what happened?
Oh yeah, he's coming back from an injury still, so hockey injury about a few weeks ago, so haven't been on the bike. Last like 8 weeks I've been doing 90k a week, so not too great, but starting to get back into it once the leg heals, so yeah.
What type of injury is it?
It's just a pulled muscle in my calf, so should be back ready to go soon.
Good day, yeah, so far quite a bit of climbing and nice training ride. Like 1,300 meters so far, 80 kilometers, 30k an hour average, not too bad.
Oh yeah, it's nice because I live in Auckland. There's so much stopping in Auckland with all the traffic lights, and like here it's like nice wide open roads, and like it's just nice and smooth, and it's a good day as well. There's not many clouds and like light winds, so real good to be out here instead of being in Auckland day. Well, if you want to go like to do big climbs like this in Auckland, you have to ride really far to get to them. So there's not that many like massively big climbs that take like half an hour to get up them. So yeah, this is pretty new to me.
Awesome, and you ready for tomorrow?
Yeah, pretty excited for tomorrow. I've only been on a TT bike like once before, but well, I'm sure it'll be pretty sweet.
Packing up the cars at the moment. We've got all of the boys' road bikes to send off with them, so they're all in boxes in here. Got 2 time trial bikes there, 3 time trial bikes on the car. So it's a bit of a logistical nightmare to get down there, but I think we're going to make it work. If you have a look in the van, everything is like pretty stuffed in there, but we should be able to get 4 or 5 guys in here and head down. It's about 8 o'clock at the moment, so TT starts, the boys start at 10:20 and we start at 10:24, so we've got a bit of time on our hands to get down there and get everything going, and then Bruce is going to be putting up the big Couplands tent, so we'll have a bit of support down when we get down there as well. I think it's actually meant to be good. It was real hot yesterday, but I think it's like 18 degrees today and sunny, so I think the boys will be good. It's always windy in Featherston though, so even if it says it's not going to be windy, it probably is going to be windy on the course, so we'll see how we go. I have brought the 75, so I hope that was a good decision.
How you feeling today, man?
Oh, I'm not quite sure yet. I woke up with a bleeding nose at 3 AM, so not great, but yeah, it wasn't too bad. See how the legs are today and if the leg provides, so yeah, it'll be good.
So today, it's looking pretty good, not much wind. It's not too cold, not too warm, so it's good, yeah, perfect.
The legs aren't too sore from yesterday, but we'll find out pretty soon when we jump on the bike and get going, but hopefully go not too bad.
Yeah, it's a bit different like compared to Auckland. There's no beeps and honks and like traffic everywhere. Yeah, the atmosphere's a bit different, because like it's all flat around here really, and then there's just hills like in the distance everywhere around you. And yeah, never seen one of these before. I think it's called a paddock, but yeah, it's a different feeling,
So here I got the perfect, the new mount. It's actually a Wahoo mount. It's called the Wahoo tape, and yeah, I mean it works the dream.
It's gonna take.
I don't know how aero it is, but it's gonna hold my Wahoo, and that's the job. Tape's barely touching the Wahoo.
249.
George Moore.
and George is 247. Sweet.
The only other issue.
So you leave your cap under this, right?
Yeah. Keeps the sun out of your eyes.
Yeah.
It's actually quite hot, eh?
Oh yeah, so the course is like, it's pretty flat. On the far side over there, there's some nasty potholes. Yeah, we don't get those in Auckland.
It'll be real smooth and then that's fast.
Then the person that's just gonna turn is
Yeah, because it's towel.
I should just put it right here next to my heart rate.
Put it on your under your.
Wait. On that straight, you want to roll turn to the left, and on this one, you want to roll that way.
Take it easy on corners.
Just. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Come on, boys.
Aware of the big potholes. Is there potholes? Yeah, there's potholes. Unusual in a road like we have round.
After 2 laps, I just give my tag and rest and go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
George's water bottle when he went for a drink.
Okay, I'm not sure.
After. Woo.
But they rode so
yesterday.
Technically, me and Matt won.
They were.
Well, what's your average speed?
44.4.
We had 45.
They did, yeah.
I was 44, Caleb got 45.
Yeah, pretty much. We dropped Drummo in the first lap, and then Dom was just struggling, so we spent like another lap trying to like work out if he just sits at the back or if he sits behind me, if it's easier for him, if he sits behind Matt, if it's easier for him, and he just was not on a very good day. So yeah, he ended up, me and Matt kind of came to an executive decision that we might as well give it a crack because we're out here racing. So we just went 2 up. So pretty much did 2 laps fairly easy, then 2 laps really hard, and then we finished up with a 52.40 something. So, but obviously it doesn't count because the third man has to cross the line. So I think our actual time is like 58. So that's what it is. At least we got a good ride in yesterday and today.
The TT went pretty good for our first time on the TT Bakeries team. First 2 laps we went out pretty flying, got fast laps the first 2 I think. And the second 2 we just kind of kept it up, but it was a little bit slow, but I think we still got a pretty good result, so pretty happy with it. The winds actually weren't too bad, they just started to pick up there now, but there's a little bit of a headwind on the final straight, but otherwise it was pretty sweet the whole other ride.
Yeah, the race went really well for our first time on TT bikes and especially first time riding as a team. The race was 40 something kilometers and we did it in like 54 minutes I think. So yeah, no, it was really good and we all enjoyed it. We took turns every time, nobody got dropped. I guess me and George took a slightly longer turns because we're the under 19, but everybody did their job, so it was real good. Yep. When I get back to Cambridge, I got the TA tour in like 2 weeks I think, and hopefully Tom and Caleb are going to come up to do it, and then maybe Ollie might come from Auckland to just race that as well, and it should be a fun race. 2 times the Mangakawa. Yeah, they'll hurt the legs, but see how A grade goes, and yeah, it will be fun.
Yeah, we had a pretty good race for our first time as a team, and first time on the time trial bikes for most of us, apart from last night, little spin. But yeah, we went pretty good. None of us got dropped. Yeah, Robin and George are pulling some big turns, especially Robin on that last back straight. Pulled like I think a 4k turn with a slight headwind, which is pretty mean. Yeah, it was a good race though. I think we ended up maybe 2nd, which was good. So yeah.
Sweet. And did you battle with the wind at all or not really?
Oh, just a little bit on the back straight. I think we just finished as the wind started to pick up. But
What's the plan for you when you get back? You going to do any more races as well?
probably just training, but I got like probably going to head down to Cambridge for the TA tour in, was it like 2 weeks-ish? So yeah, should be good.
Oh yeah, it wasn't too bad. The league held up, so Robin and George were pulling pretty mean turns, and then I was just rolling through trying to hold like minute turns for most of the race, and then just stay with the bunch in case Ollie got dropped. But yeah, the league felt pretty good, to be honest. Better than yesterday for sure, so yeah, it was a pretty good effort today. Did like a 53.40 I think, so that placed us in 2nd, but yeah, it was a pretty mean time for not riding together much at all, so yeah, it's pretty good.
So yeah, like I mean for like a first team that you all finished at the same time across the line, how did that feel?
Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, real decent turns for everyone not riding with each other before, so yeah, it was a good effort, really.
Cool. And what's the plan? You got any more races coming up?
Yeah, I'll probably head up to Cambridge, do the TA tour in a couple of weeks, see how the league goes and give it a decent turn.